Greetings, Minecrafters! Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 9 of Stoneblock 3. How you doing? Alright, let's see what we have to do this time. Let me hop up here and I'm sort of stuck in the chair, aren't I? So last time we left off, I was here working in the kitchen, slaving over a hot oven, stove, and making the foods. Besides this setup, I also had just a straight, some of these things that have EMC, like the chicken sandwich here. Drop it in this, place a drawer in front of it, and just pipe it, and it takes like 3 seconds to fill it to 2,000. Those were easy. The ones that required crafting, put the materials here. This looked like cake of some sort, but I don't think it was cake. Cake has EMC. It was probably something else that has similar ingredients. And if it required any of the pre-made stuff, I'd slap those on this connection and pipe them out too. And they'd all go in here. Oh, I was making pancakes. That's what I was making. I still have some in the system. And I fill it all up with cobblestone, so I just have one of each of the items here. And pipe it all in, and place a drawer down here and pipe it out. Some of them, like this one, uses bottles, and so it makes excess bottles. So I have bottles and bowls I have set to go to a trash can. And I just worked away, and over an hour or two made the rest of the food, which we will now go out and see. Instead of taking the long way, I've got a little hidden elevator over here. Brings us down to the floor. Up here, I have added all of the foods that I've made so far. And all of them are 1,700 or more. And I have a few missing slots. Now, all of these missing slots require some items that I don't have yet. Oh, and if you notice, it's mirror imaged. The apples are usually over there. I have them over here, so it's flipped horizontally for a good reason. But if we look at the ultimate stew here, chocolate pie, sweet berry cheesecake, cocoa beans. I don't have any cocoa beans. And if we look at how to get cocoa beans, the best way is maniple, at least using REI. Pumpkin seeds with an alchemist gets you cocoa beans. Some of the other items I don't have are, let's see, that one down there next to the source berries. Ah yes, grilled salmon. I don't have any raw salmon. I have some cooked salmon that I used, but I didn't have any raw salmon. Must have gotten a cooked salmon somewhere in a loot chest or something. But I don't have any raw salmon, and the only way it lists here is mana infusion. But I can make an auto fisher from industrial foregoing. But since for the cocoa beans, the only way I see to get them, if I don't get lucky in a chest or a trader, is to use Botania. And I can also use Botania to make the fish. I might as well do it all with Botania. But I'm not going to do that right away. I will show quickly, and we got a sheep here that must have spawned on that patch of grass. I have a giant crafter set up. And it's all funneling towards the center and down to that drawer here. It's powered by this gear, which is attached to this encased chain drive. And I've got 4 electric motors attached. And if I turn all of these all the way up, see, it's still overstressed. Still overstressed. And now it's running like crazy. It'll be very fast this way. Be very careful not to make these negative as I turn them down, or it'll break off. The last one doesn't matter. Over here, I have the nuggets. These guys, the cosmic meatballs, which are just a bunch of raw things. But again, I don't have salmon, tropical fish, or puffer fish. I could fish them up, or I could botany them. I'm probably just going to botany them. I also don't yet have the neutronium nuggets, which would go into that slot. And again, this one's set up the same way, but it only needs 2 electric motors, since it's much smaller. So, to get the neutronium nuggets, I'm going to place a double compressed crafting table, which is 81 crafting tables, and then 20 of these crystal ingot things. Oh, and I need to turn it on. I have it turned off for power purposes. Bump, 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 and it's done. I know there are other ways to turn things off, but I don't really turn this on and off much. And now I've got an extreme crafting table, which I'd already actually made. I don't really want a sheep running around here, so sorry, sheep. Extreme crafting table is made. I'll just save this one as a backup. And in that, I want to make... Do I have it here? No. I need a neutron collector. This guy here. Which I've got set up, except for this last crystal matrix. Boom, neutron collector. Now, these are pretty nice. You set them down, and it starts processing. You don't have to do anything to it. Doesn't need power. Doesn't need water. It's just collecting neutrons. From space, I suppose. I got some black wool, too. They can be accelerated. Let's get 3. These guys. You can see how fast it's going. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it's more than 10 times. I think it's like 18 times faster. Do another one. Look at it go. Do one more, and it's blazing fast. And we get our first pile of neutrons. You make these in the machine, and there's our second one. It's going so faster with 3. 9 of those will get you a nugget. There you go. 9 of those will get you a nugget. And 9 nuggets will get you an ingot. So, we want this even accelerated. This takes a while. So we probably want to make a few of them. Whoop. So, I did. Past tense. And I put them in this compact machine over here. You might have seen it in the last episode. It already existed at that time. Because I knew this would take a while, but it went faster than I thought it would. Let's go in here. Here is the setup. I made a lot. There's a hole in the middle where I've got a stack of 3 watches running. And then all these pipes are set to extract, and they all go into here, where I've now got almost 52,000 ingots worth. I think that's more than I need. But since I made one more, let's go ahead and just plop it down here and extract away. Yes, I calculated we need about 8.6K. So 51K, almost 52K, more than enough for now. But I just wanted to show you that I've got this. Alright. Let's do something a bit more exciting. And for that, I'm going to need my Archangel's Smite. Yeah, that's probably all I need. I don't think I've ever gotten any fancy swords from anything. I have not been collecting my rewards from the quest book, so I probably have yeah, I got a bunch. Should we see what I get? Let's go ahead. Oi, oi, oi. There's probably a big mess here. Yep. Alright, let's see what we have here. Cogs, some iron ore, gravel, dust, targets, Ender drawer, random sorting modifier for pretty pipes. Not even using pretty pipes. I'll never need a light blue laser lens. I don't really want to deal with the bombs. Fluid transporter, that might be useful. Oh, electric motor, that's nice. There's a little bit of a pain to make. Basic item collector, I've got those on EMC. Iron wand, experience obelisk. I already have one. Hearthstone, teleports a player to their personal spawn point, or if enabled, the world spawn can be enchanted with unbreaking, so it's limited use. And we always have home. Seared bricks, bronze paxel, basic fluid storage, vial sword, already got one. Candles, speed increasers, a light post, backpack, fluid cell frame. Ah, repair talisman. That one's pretty good. I got so many things here. Some jelly babies. We're going to have to be making these. Oh, I should go and check on the mob farm. That'll remind me. I'll leave that in my inventory to remind me. Garden cloche. Armory cabinets are nice with mob farms that are generating armor and weapons, but they tend to be a bit buggy. Cobble gen. I don't need a cobble gen. Bob and Prism tool. That's not bad. Blaze mesh. Sanguine. Energy pipe. Sigil of holding. Chocolate cake. Is that one I need to make? No. Gargantuan flux. Furnace wrapping papers. Hovering hourglass. Not too bad, but I probably won't ever use it. Machine frame. Sigil of the Green Grove. So many things. Quantum entangleporter. Alright, that's nice to have. Netherite, entangled binder, honey cake, another exchanging gadget, basic tank, metal warning door. I'd like to see that. Lapis, anvil, singularity tank, silk touch chance pendant. Uses pendant to retrieve chance cubes. Player must hold this in the hand to get. Lets you pick them up if you put them down. All right. I'm not going to mess with chance cubes, but if I do accidentally place one, at least I know how to get rid of it. And speaking of getting rid of, let's get rid of the chance cubes. Alright, so Jelly Baby. Oh, this way. I went ahead and made another black hole tank. And I turned this sucker on. So it's been getting probably... Yeah, I got 2.8 million bones. 59,000 skulls. It does not generate mob souls. So don't use the crusher if you want mob souls. 2.4 million coal. Oh, I've got so many. These are the legendary? Yeah, these are the legendary. I got 89 legendary. And how much essence? It's not even registering. But I have 38,500 buckets. And it's, you can't even see it on the meter here. It's not even 1%. So yeah, this thing will never overflow. That's the nice thing about the... I like it when I can just let something run and not worry about it. I guess I can see it a little bit of progress of green behind the E up in the tooltip up there. Not sure what the mod is in this pack. But yeah, so this is making that stuff, and this essence will be used to make the jelly babies. I think we have more than enough to make what we need. Let's open one of these. I guess two. Just both budding. Oh, I also got a building gadget, it seems. So what's this metal door look like? Oh, well, they can only be moved by a redstone signal. Makes them a little less useful. So I'll put the mob in. I can make these, but I should make some. Oops. Yeah, just toss a few in my bag here in case I ever want to grab a mob. And this repair talisman, which should be repairing my... Yep. It's repairing my Paxil. Somewhere in here it can be tossed, yeah. In the belt. Alright, so I should, while I'm in here, take this out and shift-click it. Now it's going to be pushing things away from me. And I have my TemPad here, which has only one destination programmed into it, which is Mother's house. Teleport. And it takes us out to here. I did get all the way out here previously. I already put down magnum torches and lights, and so this is all nicely lit. That's the one thing with the talisman. It makes my weapon bob up and down each time it heals it. Wish it didn't do that, but nothing I can do about it. Just ignore it. I already gathered all of the loot chests and barrels that were in here. I should have gotten... I never really looked. I just sort of dumped it all into storage. Should have gotten some runes for that. Oops, not here. Here. Yeah. 16 speed, 8 self-sacrifice, 7 regular sacrifice, and some displacement. Not bad. Alright, what I want now are shards. I get a stack of cold and warm, and I need ritual, 4 of the ritual starters. Oh, I need some eggs too. 4 stacks of eggs, I think. Let's see, how many eggs does it take? Yeah, 16, 16, 16, and 1. Time to summon the mother silverfish. I wonder if this thing is smart. If I whack it with a whole stack, does it take 16? Nope, it takes the whole stack. So we've got to spread them out here. Don't need my temp pad on me now. So cold, warm, eggs, and, well, just 1 of these ritual stones, and, yep, there's some particles. It has begun. And with these 2 rings, it's not going to be that hard, but I do have to fight it 4 times. If you've never seen this thing, freezing up here, freezing up, and I crashed. Well, I am glad I had the Swift Wolf ring activated, because when I logged back in, I was down there in the middle of that. And none of the silverfish, the purple one is there, isn't it? Yeah. Did not steal my weapon, which is good. Alright, now this is a little slow, but I can turn on this mode. And it shouldn't take too long to dispose of the mother silverfish. So many particles. Can't quite see where it is because of the... Oh, there it goes. Oh, I see. There are periods where it doesn't take any damage. Like right now, it's not taking any damage. And then it starts taking more, and it's gone. Get rid of the rest of these guys. Oh, yeah, these are homing arrows, so they're not necessarily shooting at the one I'm aiming at. Come on. Whoa, okay. Whoa, Tex. Anything else dropped? Well, the main thing I needed was this, a silverfish heart. Got some air essence, and some conjuration essence, and a belt of unstable gifts. Do not know what that does. And some fried rice, because yeah, that's the sort of thing you find when finding a giant invertebrate? I'm not sure what the silverfish fish would be. Mob. Alright, so, oh no, don't crash again. Don't crash again. It crashed again. So many crashes. Yeah, something's going wrong. It keeps crashing my client out there with the mother silverfish area. And it happened once when I had edited myself back here, editing the MBT data of my player file, because, yeah, that's how bad it was. And then try flying out there, I crashed as I passed the first dungeon. Thought it might be like a mob or something then. Turned it to peaceful, but still crashed. Though I think maybe in peaceful mobs try and spawn, they just don't. I don't know. Whatever it is, it kills the client only. The server's fine. So, to continue on, I've switched to a different computer. If you see a change in the audio quality or the video quality, that's why. But it lets us continue. So, continue we shall. And to do that, I have made another room. Up in the hallway with various rooms I've got the new one here. And I sort of like the decoration. It's minimal, but did a little bit of chisel and bits for these corner markings. Because this sort of looks a lot like the Ars Nouveau blocks and machines. So that's what I was going for, because this will be a little Ars Nouveau room. Don't need a lot of it, but needed some. Here's the 4 silverfish hearts I got from killing the thing 4 times. I did manage to do that, like I said. You saw 2. You saw the beginning and end for those 2 crashes. And it was fine for a little bit before it crashed hard again. Alright, so I'm going to set up a system to do a little bit of enchanting using Ars Nouveau. That's what we need to do with our hearts. So we're going to place down an arcane core and an enchanting apparatus. And then it needs 8 arcane pedestals. And I don't know if they have to be immediately around it, but it's a convenient arrangement. So what I've got is this chest pipes into all the pedestals. And then these 2 are not connected to anything yet. What I'm going to use is an entangled block, because it's going to be a lot neater than running pipes up to that guy. We need the entangled binder here, so we're going to right-click on that. Or do we have to crouch right-click? Probably. Looks like maybe it was already set because I built this. And then here. And now you can see it's actually inside the entangled block. I like that. Need to disconnect this and set this to extract. Yeah, so this chest will go into the entangled block, and this will take the output of the entangled block, which is that guy up there. All right, so I think it is ready to go. We just need the various pieces. So we've got the hearts. We also need, look at the recipe here, uses, enchanting. We need 3 source gems, some seeds, and a Drigme shard. That's why we were getting the Drigme shards before. Of which I've got 88. I just need 1 right now. A seed, and some source gems. Alright, so we put everything but the Drigme shard in there. And they should appear on the pedestals. They do. And this one we put the shard. It goes in the middle. Enchantment begins. Some enchanting evening. You may see a Drigme. And here it is. The Drigme charm. This is the guy we need for the next stage. And for that we have to go back out to the Deadly Crash Zone. mother's house. But I shouldn't crash. Not on this computer. At least it hasn't happened yet. Alright, I laid out a little outline here of where I want to put things, and I've got an ender chest for the materials. I'm going to get my builder's wand just to speed this part up. Lay out the foundation. Now this isn't strictly needed. It is mainly just going to be in case there is a disturbance in the power supply that allows the mother silverfish to escape. And I'm going to place a few more here just so that it only lifts the big box to start with. Then I can lift that one. That's probably enough. Yeah, that'll do. The rest of these tinted blocks can go away. We can put away the builder's wand. More stuff. Alright, we need the stasis chamber. This is going to keep the mother silverfish from running about and causing mischief. And to do that, we place it right here under the altar where she spawns. And then below that, I'm going to place a gate so that we're in the range. Fly. There is a 3x3 area around that block now. That will, let me mute this other computer here. Alright. That will freeze whatever mobs that enter that zone. And it'll even work with me. Now, I can jump, but I guess I can get away by jumping. But I can't walk. Thankfully I can jump out. That's sort of nice. I'm not used to a jump being like that, but yeah, it works. Alright, so that's on and running. Now we can go out here. And we're going to set up the Drigme. I won't actually put the Drigme out yet. So I want to get the mother silverfish first. Yeah, we'll just get everything here. We need a block of mossy cobblestone. I'm going to place that right here. This is going to be the Drigme's henge. Stonehenge type of thing. It'll carve this away into a little tiny miniature 1-block Stonehenge. It is important that the chest that you're going to be receiving your drops from is directly adjacent to the henge. It's not the Drigme that will be putting the drops in the chest. It's the henge, which is a bit weird, since the Drigmes in other uses, like for farming, will put things in chests themselves. But no, the henge has to do it, so it has to be right next to the henge. And then the Drigme needs some source. I've got some source jars here. And we're going to fill them with an agronomic source link, which I'm going to put there. And then here I'm going to put some sand. And we're going to put a cactus on that. But before I do that, I want to have something to catch. Well, let me check the F3G. Okay, we are definitely in... Okay, yeah, so this chunk and this chunk contain everything we care about. And they should still be, yeah, they are loaded and they are chunk loaded. Okay, good. Switching computers, it shouldn't have been a problem, but I wanted to make sure of that. So if I put a drawer here with an advanced item collector on top and give the drawer a void upgrade. Now I plant this, it's going to... Oh, yeah, it doesn't go on sand. I need snad. Forgot about that. So let's get another piece of sand and make some snad. Now, it picked it up. Put that there and it'll grow quickly. And because something is right next to it in the second, when it grows up, it breaks immediately. And it seems that breaking triggers the snad to force it to grow again. So it just continuously grows. And that will make a lot of source, which these are all full, so we won't actually see it zapping them with source. But yeah, this is a nice, compact, and simple way of generating some source, and different from the last time I did it. And this will pick up all of the cactus, and I'm going to whitelist cactus just to make sure. All right. Time to summon Mother. All right, we're going to need the shards. So 16 of the cold. And 16 of the warm. Stack of eggs, which is also 16. And a ritual stone. And we will toss those on there. And she should completely freeze. Do I have my ring activated? I do not. Let me do that while she's spawning. Because the skeletons are going to be around to start. And I should get this guy too. And I'll just take care of the skeletons. This is why I wanted to do the mother silverfish before I brought up the drigme. I don't want it to accidentally get damaged by all the homing arrows that are flying about. I don't know if the homers would target the poor little drigme, but I don't want to take any chances. Yeah, see, it's attacking the mother there. Just got to make sure that the skeletons are always the closest thing to the arrow here as I take them out. And I forgot my headphones, so you're hearing an echo. Hold on. Switching computers, such a pain. Alright, I'm back, and the audio should now not be so echoey. And it looks like all the skeletons have disappeared while I was fixing that. Alright, so I think it's all set up. We've got our source. We've got our mother in the house. So it's time. I'll put that away and that away. I shouldn't need them again. It's time to bring out our drigme, which we just slap him on that block of mossy cobble, and we'll start seeing particle effects. Oh, and there he is. He sort of popped off to the side. Now there should be some particle effects around Mother. There they are. And it's moving over to the little drigme. That means he is doing his job, and slowly we will start seeing drops, both the types of shards, the warm and the cold, some dark matter, and hearts. But he's not very fast at this, so we'll leave him to it. Now, eventually he'll get plenty of hearts if I leave him overnight, which I probably will be doing. And we can use 4 more hearts to make another drigme. We just slap the charm on the same little henge here, which, yeah, it's a little Stonehenge. Sort of cute. Nothing yet. Yeah, we can't see the particles. Yeah, there it is, orbiting around the mother. Can we see it through the glass? No, we can't see through the glass. All right, it's good. It is there, though. right, I think we will end the episode here because it's taken a long time for me to get this far. It's been a big, big mess. But we now have a source of the hearts. That's what I was going for. So, until next time, this is Nonsanity signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.